All right, here we go with our coronavirus update. The daily stats, as always, as of 5:30 a.m. Central Time from Johns Hopkins University. Total confirmed cases worldwide now up about 40,000 to 434,000. Total confirmed deaths worldwide 1,000, up 3,000. Total confirmed worldwide recoveries 111. That's up 8,000 from yesterday. All 195 countries on Earth have confirmed cases, except for the penguins, and I am willing to carry eggs on my feet if they will let me in. 4% of active cases are now considered serious, requiring hospitalization. That is down from 5% yesterday, but as I pointed out, 13% of U.S. confirmed cases do currently require hospitalization. However, that's because there are so many people, we believe, that are walking around with it, and it's so mild they're not even noticing it. The U.S. now has 54,000 confirmed cases, 784 deaths, up from 46,000, so a jump of 8,000. 582 deaths yesterday, 784 today. We have 379 officially recovered against the 784 official deaths. L.A. County Sheriff is now closing all of the guns. That's going to make it so much better. I mean, nobody's freaking out about the taking away of their rights when you have counties just saying, no more guns for you. That's what I would do to calm the masses. America has lost 500,000 millionaires to COVID-19. Bernie Sanders is a piggin when he heard the news. That as of the close of 2019, there was an unprecedented 11 million American millionaires. That is a reflection of the longest bull market in history. Well, we lost 500,000 of them. You're not celebrating? Oh, well, you should, because those are the people that are paying the most in taxes. So others can have free stuff. The tandem financial health crisis wrought by COVID-19 has really hit America's small business. But 50% of Americans now are living in shelter-in-place or home quarantine orders. Now, there's a difference between sheltering in place and home quarantine. I don't know if anybody cares or knows, but quarantine is you don't leave. A shelter in place or at home, that is, you got to go to the store. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the public is going to be ordered to stay in home in the coming days as the coronavirus pandemic sweeps the nation. Total of 13 states, at least 16 municipalities have enacted measures to keep residents inside their homes and prevent the spread of the virus, according to CNN. I have to tell you, I don't know why we're closing down everything everywhere. I don't understand that. There are towns all across America that are still working and can keep social distancing that don't have the virus yet. They should remain online just with social distancing so we can still go to work when we can. Again, 18 states and 16 municipalities have enacted measures. That number amounts to 148 million people, or half of the population. Uniformed military personnel yesterday set up a makeshift morgue outside of New York City in a hospital. It is Hollywood disaster scenes that are starting to be seen in some of America's biggest cities. Also, UV rays proven now to destroy the SARS-CoV-2 virus. The infection rate of COVID-19 is 22 times higher in Iceland as compared to Australia. The research comes as scientists in Hong Kong demonstrate that SARS-CoV-2, the virus responsible for COVID-19, is easily destroyed with UV light, just like all other coronaviruses or flus. So it looks like there is indeed an end to this as the season changes. But it will also mean that it will come back if we haven't found some sort of a vaccine or some sort of a some sort of an old medicine or drug that works. Again, Prince Charles has tested positive. I'm wondering if people in Scotland and Ireland see that as good news or bad news. The Queen, I hope, is in isolation. By the way, did you see Vladimir Putin? And he came out yesterday in a spacesuit. He had a bio. Did that look like the brave Putin? I mean, did that look to me like a leader that was a coward? Can you imagine if somebody would have put Donald Trump in that suit and he would have gone into a hospital where they had some patients? In America, you would say, don't ever do that. Don't ever put him in that situation. Not because he would be in danger, but because he would look like a goofball.
Yeah, it's the old, Dukakis on a tank type of look. It's not exactly ideal, though. There's a spot between what Putin did and what the president of Mexico has been doing lately, which is still walking around and hugging and kissing people and eating the cheeks of children for whatever reason. He is how that whole story is the most undercovered story to me in this entire crisis, which is we can do whatever we want here. We can social distance all we want. That's all wonderful. However, the fact that we have a country just to our south across a border that we don't want to enforce, that is not doing anything, that is still having soccer matches very, very recently, still having festivals, still having their president walk around and do rallies among tons of people. There's almost no testing going on in that country. They are almost certainly ravaged by coronavirus. And the second we were to cure it here, it would be coming over the border like crazy from there. It would make no difference, and we'd have to do it all over again.
Yeah. And if we ever got serious, if they were out of control and we got serious about our border, Donald Trump would, of course, be called racist again. Mm-hmm. How can you not help? They didn't do anything in their own country. They didn't do anything. You're yelling at Donald Trump for not doing enough. They're not doing anything. And let him come in.